show.
Blog Talk Radio.
It's the Ed Show, not the Ted Show. It's the sit back, relax in your bed show. It's the Ed Show. Come on to the Ed Show. You can talk to Ed on the Ed Show. Hey, everybody. Yes. Hey, everybody, it's Ed, it's your friend Ed, and I'm here with the Ed Show. I'm in the bathroom right now, man. The show, man, I don't know what happens. A lot of times that I got the bathroom and the show just a start time first. You got me on.
Ed, your phone keeps cutting out, buddy.
I'm in the bathroom pooping, man.
Well, hurry up and get out of there.
Well, I can't, man. I went to Burger King, got one of those jalapeno burger, man.
Yeah.
You ever had that? You seen the commercial for that? They put the jalapeno and the cheese inside a hamburger. Already there for you.
That can't be good for you.
No, man, it got my butthole burning like Derek Jeter.
I just heard like Derek Jeter, and that can't be good either.
It's burning like Derek Jeter, man.
Huh. Interesting. Well, hurry up and get out, because your phone keeps cutting out and breaking up, and we can't really hear what you're saying.
Why can't you hear me?
I can hear you, but it goes in and out, you know.
Well, then keep it in. Don't take it out.
It's not my doing. I can't control it.
That's what I tell the girl. I say, I'm going to keep it in. I ain't going to take it out.
Yeah.
All right, I got to wipe my butt, man. Hold on. Let me wipe my butt. All right, hold on. Still got stuff. You ever look at the toilet paper when you poop?
No, just finish up the Ed and
get
on with the show.
You got to make sure that the toilet paper don't got no poop on it. Then you pull your pants up.
I would prefer if we did a classier show than this, Ed. Come on, you know.
Classic show.
Yeah.
I'm locked in the bathroom. Oh, my goodness.
That sounds about right.
I can't get out. Hold on. Wait a minute. This baby locked me. No, I'm out. I thought the baby...
Yeah, you just got to turn that knob. All right, there you go.
Yeah, I thought the baby locked me in my bathroom. I got to wash my hands. You always got to wash... The health department say you got to wash your hands after you poop.
Yeah, you should always wash your hands, Ed, please.
Yeah, I wash my hands. Yep, they clean now. Yeah, no, I missed a spot. Hold on. I gotta get the spot on my... Now I got some brown stuff in my fingernail. Get this brown stuff out my fingernail. Yeah. Yeah, I use Dove soap. What kind of soap do you use?
Organic, you know. No chemical stuff.
Where'd you get it from, Amway or something?
No, organic grocery store.
Oh. You look like the kind of kid who would be selling Amway to people.
I don't know if I'd say that. I mean...
All right, you look like it.
Well, what would that look like exactly?
Man, all you got to do is take a picture of yourself and put it on a goddamn poster board and you'll see.
But you used to say I look like McLovin, so when you look at McLovin, do you think, oh, that kid should be selling Amway?
That guy's a movie star. You know, if I was a director of a movie, I would do a whole series of movies like McLovin Goes Shopping. McLovin goes to Broadway. McLovin goes to a football game. McLovin gets some loving. That'd be R-rated.
McLovin
right
sells some Amway. Yeah.
Yeah, McLovin sells an Amway. That'd be a good one, too.
Yep.
You know, I just don't understand why things happen like they do, man. Sometimes it's like, you know, you ever bought like a bottle of glue and then you thought, man, I can't wait to get home for dinner.
No, I can honestly say I've never thought that.
I mean, stuff like that happens. And then it's like if you're sitting at the airport waiting for your airplane to come in, and then you go to the bar, get a couple of drinks, and then you miss your flight. And then they won't give you your money back.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Hey, man, I forgot to tell you some news that happened about 2 weeks ago. And I forgot, no, last Monday I found out about it.
Okay.
Franklin had a heart attack.
What?
Yeah. He was in the hospital for 4 days. He called up and told me, but his mama never called. The girl with the little hair never called. No one called to tell me nothing. Franklin had to call me when he got out the hospital. Yeah, they said, and listen to this. That was not his first heart attack, they said. The doctor said he has had one before.
And he had one before, but he didn't know it?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I don't understand.
Well, how's he doing, though? Is he all right?
Oh, he ain't dead yet. I mean, now he's talking about he know God.
Oh, he knows God.
That's what he said.
Well, that's good.
I figured he was no God Shammgod, that basketball player.
Oh, hey, he was pretty good, that God Shammgod. He was crafty. He invented a whole dribble. They named it after him, like one of them trick dribbles. It's called the Shammgod, you know?
That ain't true.
No, it's true. Yeah, it's street ball. Oh. Yeah. There's a whole move called the Shammgod. Yeah. Look into it.
Well...
Did they ever name a move after you in street basketball yet?
Well, of course.
And what is like when you dribble it off your foot and it goes out of bounds? They call that a miller or a cornbread miller. Is that what it is? Hey, you really cornbread at that one?
Listen, man. I would go up and do a scoop shot on them kids and dunk it, and they'd be like, "Man, you just got Eddie-rized."
Eddie-rized.
That's what they say.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, usually the ladies just need the penicillin after being Eddie-rized.
Why?
Hey, speaking of which, Ed, last week on the show, if I'm not mistaken, you were telling us that you were in love. So how's that relationship going?
Yeah, man, I was in love for 2 days, and it's over now, man.
What happened?
This girl keep calling me Eddie. Oh, Eddie. Oh, Eddie. I'm like, listen, my name is not Eddie, it's Ed. Capital E, little bitty D.
You don't like that? What about when people call you Edward? Do you like that?
That's not my name. My name is Ed. Capital E, little bitty D. Capital M-I-L-L-E-R.
My name's Michael, but, I don't mind. People call me Mike, I don't mind, My family calls me Mickey and stuff. That's okay. But you get really upset.
My birth receipt say capital E, little bitty
D. Yeah.
Capital M-I-L-L-E-R.
L-L-E-R, yeah.
So
and, of course, your middle name. What's your middle name, Ed?
Part of it's integrity.
That's right, it's integrity. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But what about the love affair? So she was just calling you Eddie, and that got you so upset you broke up with her. But you were in love, Ed.
Well, love is a hard thing, man. I've been in love probably 57 times in my life.
Oh, 57 times.
And love really is the thing. Sometimes love is a splinter thing.
Okay.
Because, see, women, you tell them, listen, get me a sandwich. And they're like, why? I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't ask you to answer my question with a question.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
You say a sandwich. You want a sandwich. You don't,
That's right.
want to interviewed. You just want a sandwich.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, give me the remote control. Why? No. Don't ask why. Oh, apparently you should know why, because I'm going to change the goddamn channel. I ain't going to watch none of the rest. I don't want to see it. I want to watch American Pickers. I want to watch Pawn Stars. You know?
Yeah.
But no, girl. Oh, she got to act like she a goddamn fire alarm and go off every goddamn 10 minutes.
Hey, yeah, let me ask you this, though, getting back to the TV real quick. What if there was a show where the people from American Pickers went around finding little objects, and then they took them to Pawn Stars to try and sell?
Pawn Stars wouldn't give them the right price, man. Both of these guys, they both gyp people. They both kings of gyps.
Yeah, kings of gyps.
Called gypsies. Yeah. They gypsies, man.
So yeah, you've been in love 57 times. We've already established that you've bedded many a lady. I think the count's up close to 400 now in your lifetime. Yeah. You've been in love with 57 of them, roughly. And you've been married how many times?
Who?
You. How many times have you been married, legally?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
Well, I think that's the thing a man remembers.
Well, probably once.
Probably once.
Because remember that before, when I had married them other two women, I had forgot to divorce that other lady. So I don't think those other two marriages count.
Oh, okay. And of course, we've already, we've talked about this numerous times, but you have many children to many different women.
Right. There's a lot of lucky ladies out there.
That's right. So what's like the craziest thing you've ever done for love, Ed? Because a lot of times when the fellas, they fall in love, they do some bizarre stuff to try and win the lady's heart. What have you ever done, Ed, to try and capture a lady's love?
I baked a lady a cake one time and wrote "I love you" on it.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I put it on her doorstep, and I ring the bell and run, and I run. And
okay.
And next day I called her and asked her if she get the cake. She said when she opened the door, her dog ran right to it.
Oh no.
She didn't know she didn't know the cake said that "I love you" on it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What kind of cake was it, Ed?
Yeah, a big one. It was a big cake.
A big one. But what kind? Like, chocolate, devil's food? What kind of cake?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, chocolate devil's food. Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah.
What else do you do? Do you buy ladies lots of presents? Give them like chocolates and diamond necklaces?
Yeah, I bought one lady, listen to this, one time, I bought this lady 24-pack of pencils and like 7 folders. They was all different teams because she had told me all the different teams that she liked. So I got all the folders, got her that. I got her, got her like a backpack and stuff like that,
Are you sure you were in love with her and she didn't just win one of your Super Deluxe games? Because that's exactly what you give out for prizes, pencils and folders.
Yeah, I was heartbroken. I gave one lady a vacuum cleaner. I liked her a lot.
Oh, a vacuum cleaner. Hey, did you ever see those commercials for that guy who's like obsessed with fixing up or making the vacuum as like great as it can be? Dyson, I think his name, the Dyson ball vacuum or something. It's like a yellow ball on the bottom of it. You ever see that commercial?
I ain't never seen that.
Well, keep an eye out for it, because this guy loves vacuums. He wants to make vacuums.
I'm supposed to be on a TV show. I'm supposed to be. I sent my story into CNBC.
Oh, really?
And
CNBC?
They're still around? I guess I'm supposed to be getting interviewed on this show about how I made my millions, and I'm supposed to explain to these people how I made my millions.
You've never made millions, so that's going to be hard to do.
Oh, no. It ain't hard to even tell them at all. And then they know about my show, and they understand.
Well, what are you going to tell them? How did you supposedly make these millions of dollars that you have never made?
You got to watch the show to find out.
Oh. Well, congratulations. I can't wait to see this. When's it going to be on?
I don't know. They got to come interview me first. I just sent out my letter about a week ago.
Oh, and you sent it through the postal mail, not email or anything?
I put a stamp on the letter and told them. So
yeah, you might want to try the email. I mean,
yeah, they'll get back with me
quicker.
soon.
Yeah.
They'll get back with me soon, man. They'll get back.
Well, good luck with that,
Yeah.
Theo.
Yeah.
Hope that works out for you. Yeah.
I know.
Hey, but
I know
Leah,
it.
getting back to, I mentioned earlier that your middle name's Integrity. We need to talk about this. Your Super Deluxe gambling competition, right? Number 9. Tell the people what happened.
Oh yeah, that's a sad story. Yeah, we had Ed World Gambling Championship number 9. You know, Ed versus the world against all you bums in gambling, because most of you kids can't beat me. We've had like
How many times have you won the belt?
This was the 9th
one.
Out of the first 8 competitions, I won the title 4 times. 4-time
pretty
champion.
good.
Now,
Pretty good.
in number 9 comes around, and it comes down to the finals between me and this fellow named Joe, who actually won the first time we ever did this. So Joe was
Joe's
champion.
called the show before. Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah, back in the old days. He doesn't call anymore. No one calls the show anymore. I mean,
You know, these kids are punks, man.
yeah.
But we seem to be getting more listeners each week.
Yeah, your
But
ratings are sky high.
Listen to this. I know, because listen to this. Well, no, let's hold on. I don't want to talk about my college days yet, but hold on. We're going to talk about this Joe thing first. So I don't want one things first. One things first. That's all we got to do. One things first. So now, me and Joe was going to have the championship on Saturday morning, where you got to pick the 12 games against the spread. The winner take all for the belt. Rules is rules, and you have to have your picks in before the game starts. That's rules is rules, man. Rules committee in Portland. They've told us many times before this. No one disputes that rules is rules.
That's right.
So I put my picks in Saturday morning on the message board, and I write to Joe. I said, hey, man, you better get your picks in. Make sure you check the times of the games, because games start early on Saturday, and I don't want you to mess up. Well, I was gone. I was out fishing and, you know, whatever I did. And I come back and I check to see if Joe made his picks, because I figured he was just scared and I was afraid to make picks. That's happened before, that I've just scared people and they just said, I quit. Havoc comes to mind. Keep comes to mind. Richie comes to mind. Mario Speedwagon come to mind. The Ryan come to mind. Number 1 Splozer, he shot himself. Face Ventura, amazing. 4th and 26, the Whale. All these kids scared of me. Go Braves. Amos, all these punks scared of me, man. Little J, Remus, he died. MJ Martin, Ruben, died. NS Master, 56. Those fags on the Corolla board, no reception, a goddamn punk. All these guys scared of me. Joe, everybody. So, and if I didn't mention your name, you're still scared of me. Philly Day rule. Listen. Now, Joe put his picks in. So I start to see that he's doing pretty goddamn good, and I'm doing pretty goddamn bad. But I thought, man, let me make sure this dude got these picks right, because something in my brain said, man, this don't seem right. So whenever you post on the message board, a clock shows what time that you did your pick. You knew this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Joe's picks came in on my board at 1:05 p.m. West Coast time. 2 of Joe's games started at 1 o'clock West Coast time. So, 5 minutes too late. Those games don't count. So, I says, Joe, These 2 games can't count, man. You picked them too late. Joe writes, I put him in on time. I said, nah, man, time stamp. So everything was good. We come up. I beat Joe by 1 game to capture my 5th World Gambling Championship of the world. So I'm walking around town with my belt. People giving me high fives. I'm over at, Borders, signing autographs, doing stuff like that. You know what the champ does. I go to different Ross Dress for Lessons, and I sit over by the baseball cleats where they're on sale, and I sign autograph stuff to people. So on one of these other days, I happen to talk to you on the phone, which is probably a bad thing to be talking to you on the phone, because every time I talk to you, bad stuff happens.
I don't know if that's true.
And you said, hey man, I think something's fishy about you winning this title.
You've been known to stretch the rules a little bit, Yeah,
and I don't cheat, man. Integrity is part of my middle name. It's part of my middle name. Do you understand that integrity is part of my middle name?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Do you need to know what my whole name really is?
I would appreciate that, yes.
Ed Nightlife Integrity Miller.
Nightlife Integrity Miller. Seems an unusual choice of middle names. Nightlife Integrity.
I was named after my great-great-grandfather.
Mm.
Now, you brings it to my attention about, I don't even know how you figured this out, but you said, hey, man, the time stamping thing don't really work. Something's wrong in it. And
I can always smell a conspiracy, the end, I always know when something's fishy. And right away, as soon as I heard you won this belt, I was like, wait a minute.
Listen, I don't know. But you had said something about it, and so we did a little investigation. I said, hey, man, go on the message thing and post, and then we'll look at the time and we'll see. Well, you posted, and when I looked at it, it said 4 o'clock that you posted. God dang it, was only 3:15 my time.
Yeah.
So that meant you really posted at 3 o'clock, and somehow my computer is not on the right setting.
Yeah,
so
it looks like your computer time's
I
a little screwy.
I had to go back to Joe. His says 1:05. I got to take an hour, 12:05, because you just subtract 1 hour from 1 o'clock. When you take an hour from 1 o'clock, that means you got to go back to 12 o'clock. Not 11, not 10, but 12 o'clock, 05 o'clock, 12, 05 o'clock. This is what time he put in his picks. So, in actuality of realizations, you're going to find that Joe's picks were valedictorian. And that meant he won both of those games because they both covered the spread. And he won the number 9, EWGC number 9, fair and square, and defeated me. So, congratulations, Joe. You champ of the world.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Ed, I'm impressed. I believe that integrity, along with nightlife, is your middle name. Because a lot of guys could have just swept this under the rug, And
I tried my hardest. I tried my hardest.
Yeah, you did. Uh-huh.
Well, it didn't work.
Nope. But yeah, I got to commend you, Ed.
And we did a whole special story of the Ed Times about that edition.
Yeah,
so if you want
tribute to Joe.
You guys, listen, here's what you kids need to go to. www.theedssuperdeluxewebsite.com. That's my website.
Yes.
You got to go there and read all the Ed Times in the world. All the stuff that happens about me goes on there. Now let's do this. I was surfing on the internet the other day. I came across a story about me from the VCR report when they wrote about me. You ever read that story?
No.
You should go back. It's just chilling reading, inspiring, inspirational. It's like a ceiling fan with dust on it. Never gets dirty. Because this guy, whoever wrote this story on VCR report, is a journalistic of the best kind. He's like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The guy wrote a story that made I had tears. I actually had tears coming down my face when I read it. So don't know who wrote it. VCR report wrote it, but I don't know the fellow name who wrote it. So.
Well, what did the article say to you?
Just talked about me, and the guy was super impressed about how great I was. And he told all his friends. So, but that's what happened. Now, listen, I want to talk about this thing. You know, I am getting a lot of people from my old college follow me on Facebook. Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. That's where I went to school a long time ago.
You never went to Southern Illinois of Edwardsville.
Yeah, I was a star.
No, you went to Indiana University.
But I transferred after that, man. I had to get me another degree.
Well, you never got the first degree, so why would you have to get another degree? But I don't think that's true. I think you're just saying that to pander to the kids over at that college. You want to be their hero, and you're like, hey, look at me. I used to go to that school, too.
I am the hero. I mean, I get kids left and right. Ed, will you please be my friend? Even you should see the hot girls that go to this school.
Look out.
Yeah. And they're sending me pictures on Facebook in bathing suits and goddamn biking shorts, tube tops. Got it all, man. They got it all at this school, man.
Yeah.
Girls in this school got boobies from size A to size double D. They go all the way around from A to double D.
Yeah.
It's like a yellow towel with a red one in between it.
I don't even know what that means.
That's what I'm saying. So, I'm glad that the people there remembered me. I think what I'm going to be doing, I'm about to come on a lot of money. I'm about to get my settlement for my wreck pretty soon. Probably even like $50,000, $60,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville, and I'm going to pay homage to all the people on that campus. And it's all because of one kid that started it, AMAS. Andrew Moss, man, that kid right there, that punk-ass sucker, him was original Ed Show lover. He says, man, Ed Show has inspired him to go to college and graduate. I've tutored the kid, man. I've tutored him. He's called me and said, Ed, what's 7 plus 9? I'm like, listen, you got to figure it out, man. Don't be calling me for that stuff. And he doesn't. He's supposed to write a thesis paper about me on his final exam. That's what his thesis is going to be about. His thesis is going to be about me.
Wow, thesis paper, all about you.
That's what I'm saying.
That'll be great.
And I've already told him, if you need to know more about me, look it on Google.
Do you have any idea what his thesis statement is going to be? Like, you know, usually you have to defend a statement. Like, you put it in the first paragraph, and then you spend the rest of the paper defending it or explaining it and stuff. So, any idea what that thesis statement would be?
He'll probably write about integrity. And the only person that epitomizes integrity more than me and you. It's like the goddamn baby's at the door. This baby is at the door. He is like a stupid giraffe. He's just, the guy's dumb. This kid doesn't even make any sense. He jumps around. The other day he had a plunger on top of his head.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and I had just used it in the toilet because the goddamn toilet, and it was all still wet, and he had it on top of his head, and he got stuck. I had to plunger his head, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go get. I'm gonna give me a pedicure.
Oh, really? Pedicure?
I'm gonna give me a pedicure on my toes, man.
Yeah, good luck to whoever has to do that.
Yeah. Well, you know, see, women like guys that got pretty toes, I think.
Oh. And how are your toes, Dad? Just in general, if you had to, evaluate your toes, what would you say?
Oh, my toes in good shape, man. I got one where the toenail is all black, though, because it got torn up in an accident. It's been dead for years. But they can pedicure it and they'll put white toe paint on it. If they put that white toe paint, I get white toe paint on all my toes.
What'd you do to your toenail that it's all black and busted up?
When I was in that bowling league, man, I dropped that goddamn ball on my toe.
Oh, wow. Everything you put that white toe paint on it and bang.
Yeah, I mean, girls get toe paint all the time, man. They get finger paint, toe paint. They do all that stuff, man. That's one thing I thought about going back to school for, to be a toe painter and a finger painter. Because they be having them things in the haircutting places, and you should see these sexy girls. They want to get finger paints and toe paints. And they be charging about $30 a toe paint.
$30 a toe paint?
Yeah. And then what you do is you put stickers on a girl's toes, and they have like decals on them, and you can spell like Texas. Because that's 5. You got 5 toes. You got to do only states with 5 letters, though. I could put Vegas on her toes. VEGAS.
Yeah. Or maybe you could put Ohio on that foot with the bad toenail, and then you just leave the toenail blank, the dead toenail,
you could do that. You could do it. You could probably do 4.
Yeah.
Or I could do, I don't know what I could do. I can do a whole, man, there's so much variety that you can do with toe painting and finger painting that people ain't even touched the limit of it.
Idaho? You could do Idaho?
Idaho. You could do Idaho. But I'm not a hoe.
Yeah. Maine? You could put Maine on your toes?
Maine could be one. Pitts. We could do Pitts, Pitts.
Yeah.
Now listen to this. What's the biggest boobies you ever seen in your face in real life?
Oh, wow, I don't know. Biggest boobies I've ever seen in my face in real life. Huh. Like, you mean like cup size? Or?
Yeah, I don't want to hear about when your mama was breastfeeding. I want to know about ones that you could like jiggle around and hold in your hand like silly prey.
Oh, wow. Yeah, not that big yet.
I've seen double D.
Yeah, that's much larger than me. Maybe C.
C's.
Yeah, that's about it.
And then your wife now got A-, right?
That's right. She's A-.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see some big, firm, like M&M boobies.
No, you don't want to. They get too big, then it's just like freakish. You see the ladies get the big fake boobs put in, and it's just silly.
Yeah. I want to get see what I want to do is I want to get a girl who get breast implants and give me the remote control so I can turn the headlights on and off.
Well, I don't think they work that way, Ed, actually.
Oh,
but,
yeah, whenever you hit it, nipples, like the headlights come on. But I have remote control in my pocket.
Hey, Ed, do you watch that TV show, 2.5 Men?
I ain't never even heard of it. What was that?
Oh, Charlie Sheen's on it, and I just saw a headline that CBS canceled it because Charlie Sheen just gave an interview where he was ripping on the producer and stuff, so they said, all right, enough of your nonsense. We're going to fire you, and they're canceling the show.
That show probably not even popular then if they're going to cancel it.
Yeah, it's a big hit for him, so you got to be careful, Ed. What you say on the radio show, it could come back to haunt you, Someone's always listening.
Well, who's going to cancel the show? We got to re-sign our contract in April, and we got to renegotiate.
Yeah.
Because, man, I need a pay raise.
You need a pay raise. What about me?
You got to negotiate your own deal, man. I ain't your agent. I'll be your agent. I get 35%.
Hey, I'm watching the NFL Network. They got they're at the Combine there in Indianapolis.
Yeah, they do the Combine in Indianapolis every year.
Yeah, you excited?
No, I don't care nothing about it. Did you know that I'm thinking about being a track coach?
I did not know that, no.
Yeah. I'm thinking about teaching kids track.
But you can't run.
I can tell them how to run. I can show them the form that I used to have when I was super deluxe fast. I can look who yards like this. There you go, you won.
Yeah. Now, if you start training kids in track, because when you're training, who are you training to fight? Or just random fighters? But instead of running, you would put them in your car and roll up the windows. Or no, that was you. You were going to train to fight Herb, right? And you would drive 10 miles.
Yeah, when I did my exercise before, when I lost weight before, this is how I lost a lot of weight. And a lot of people might not remember this. But when I was on my weight training program, they told me to run 5 miles a day. But that was just too much to run. So I get in my super deluxe car, roll the windows up real tight, turn the heat on. It's already 110 outside. Make it another 150 in the car. Have a sweatshirt on, long johns, all that stuff, and drive around for 30 miles as fast as I can. I was sweating like a dog in that goddamn car.
Yeah.
But if you stop, you could die.
Well, that's not good. Yeah.
The baby, man, I left him in the car one day for like 6-7 hours. This dude, I came back and got him. He was sweating so bad. I was like, Jesus Christ. I said, man, what are you doing, man? He was supposed to get out, but he didn't get out. And I locked the door on him, and I forgot about him. I was in there watching baseball games, and come back. I was like, man, where the baby at? We go back there. He out there, damn near passed out in the car, man. Windows rolled up, and 105 degree out.
Hey, speaking of baseball, it's almost time. Another month or so. But did you hear Adam Wainwright's done for the year? Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, and you know what? This has proven a lesson to the Cardinals not to pay this Albert Pujols no $30 million a year.
Yeah.
Because listen to this, AccuScore, them punks over there.
Yeah, the Blue Horseshoe AccuScore.
Here's what they say now. Before the Wainwright injury, the Cardinals had a 43% chance of making the playoffs.
Okay.
Now they say they got a 24% chance.
Ouch.
You're telling me Wainwright well, what would happen if Pujols went out? Would they put him at 2%?
I don't know. I bet they could stand to lose Pujols more than Wainwright. What do you think?
I don't think so. I think a pitcher always steps up. You got to tell Billy Joe to get in there and put a bang. Listen, people always step up. When Wainwright first came into the league, I think if you look it up, I think when they first went to the World Series that year, one of their main pitchers got hurt, and Wainwright stepped up to become a great pitcher.
Yeah.
No one ever heard
first,
of him.
Wasn't he their closer at first? Am I thinking of the right kid? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I can't remember, but somehow he stepped it up. Just like I tell my kids that I'm training in track. I tell them, I say, listen, team. Listen. What happens on this field is what happens. You've got to give all you can when you do it. Because if you don't give everything, you've got nothing. If you can't run like you done stole something, you're not going to win.
Yeah, it's true.
You know? It's crazy.
Well, I feel ready to go out and run myself now.
Now listen to this. Did you ever hear in Las Vegas some knucklehead robbed the Bellagio for $1.5 million with a motorcycle helmet, ran in and took casino chips and ran out?
Nice.
Okay? He got caught the other day. They finally caught him, but he was stupid. The guy was dummy. He went back, was spending all the money, and started trying to sell the $25,000 chips for $10,000 a piece. I'm like, what a goofball head dummy. But anyway, he's stupid. But last night or this morning, another brazen robber goes to the Rio Hotel and steals $35,000 worth of casino chips.
Huh.
Goes right to the blackjack table, grabs the chips, and the guy who the dealer tries to stop him. The dude pulls out a gun. They let him take him, and he took off in a cab and ain't been seen since. I'm like, man, this is getting crazy. All these people robbing and stealing, and I'm not getting none of it.
I've never been to a casino, Ed, so I just assumed that they had better security than that. Like no metal detectors or anything? You don't have to pass through anything to get into a casino?
Oh, no, man, you can't do that, man. There's people packing heat in casinos all day long.
Well, that's the thing. That's probably a bad idea that they're packing heat.
Well, no, they can't. You've never been to a casino. There's too many ins and outs of these casinos, man. There's $50 million in each casino. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, you can't do that, man. You got to come out here to Las Vegas, man. If I get this $50,000, man, maybe I'll fly you out here to come.
Oh, that'll be nice. Thanks. That'd be great.
You know, and then I don't know what the hell you're going to eat because you eat that veterinarian stuff. I ain't going to eat that.
Stuff, yeah. Hey, Ed, you know what else I wanted to talk to you about? A couple weeks back, we were going through the Football Hall of Fame, and I still haven't typed up your Hall of Fame because I'm very busy. But I want to talk about quarterback rating, the passer rating, because I think it's all nonsense. And we always like to debate which quarterback's better, you know. So I was thinking you should come up with your own QB rating, the Ed's passer rating. Like, how would you do you even know what the passer rating is, the Ed? Do you know what components it comprises?
I mean, it's some convolution system that don't make no goddamn sense because, listen, every pass is not created equal.
Well, here, let me tell you what it includes, Ed. There's 4 components to it. First, it's, let me see here, completion percentage, average yards per attempt, percentage of touchdown passes, and percentage of interceptions. And they add them all. There's some ridiculous formula, like completions divided by attempts minus 0.3, and then you times that by 5, and that gets you the first thing you need. Then yards divided by attempts minus 3 times 0.25, that gets you the second thing you need. Touchdowns divided by attempts times 20. Like, how do they even come up with this times 20 times?
Listen, you can't put touchdown passes in there. That's a silly statistic because, listen, you could rig that, or you could not rig it. I mean, just say if you're a running team, they get down to the 2-yard line, well, the quarterback's not going to pass. But say to Peyton Manning, he's going to pass from the 2-yard line, so he's going to get more opportunities to get touchdowns. You have to do a quality search of these quarterbacks. Like, to me, I say you got to look at each individual play and look at his checkdowns and his reads. And if he can, like Peyton Manning in there at the quarterback, he gives it and throws it to his first man, Reggie Wayne. That should be more points because he went to his first option. When you gotta chuck it off to your fourth option, the tailback out the back, I think you should get penalized because you couldn't make your first read.
But isn't that a sign of good quarterbacking, though, to go, maybe he did make the first read and that guy's just covered, so then he progresses to his second read and his third read?
guys shouldn't be covered.
But that's not the quarterback's fault. Bad quarterbacks throw to the first read no matter what.
Here's one thing we've got to change in football. The interception thing. If a receiver touches the ball, that should nullify a quarterback interception, because if it hits your hands, that should be a catch. It's not the quarterback's fault that you tipped it into goddamn Bob Sanders' hands or Ed Reed's hands and he takes it back 75 yards.
Yeah.
You know, just because you caught the pass and couldn't hang on to it because Ray Lewis clacked you, don't mean that it's, you know, Tom Brady's fault. He threw a good pass.
Now, do you know what the perfect passer rating is in the NFL?
Like 120?
158.3. Now, a perfect rating, it requires at least a 77.5% completion rate, at least 12.5 yards per attempt, a touchdown on at least 11.875% of attempts, and no interceptions. And that will get you a perfect rating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That stuff to me, the sign of a good quarterback, you know. A guy who, I mean, there's different tangibles, man. You got to make things even. If you can't make them even, they're going to be uneven.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to see how many guys in the history have had perfect QB ratings. There's about 30-some, maybe.
Rex Grossman
They
had
just started
one
doing this. Who did?
Rex Grossman had a perfect quarterback rating one time.
Yeah, 0 maybe, but not perfect. Let's see here. Your buddy Peyton Manning has thrown 4.
Yeah, and that's stupid. I mean, that's like what? So, I mean, did they win all the games? I mean, you could, I don't know, man. Just
30.
I'm going to come up, listen, I'm going to come up with a rating that's going to rate all these kids on quarterback times. Hey, man, you ever watch this show called Bruno?
No.
This fag got Paula Abdul in an interview, and he making her sit on some Mexicans.
It's great. Hey, they had 35 different quarterbacks have thrown perfect games. Manning has thrown 4. And I'm looking through, the one guy who threw a perfect game and lost was Darryl LaMonica, September 17th, 1972. He lost 34-28 to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So I don't know how it's a perfect game if the other team scored 34.
Well, here's his stat line. 8 out of 10, 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. He did not start the game. He came in off the bench, I guess. So.
No, that's stupid.
Like,
that's ridiculous. That should not even be a perfect game.
Here's some other fellas that lost on perfect games.
A Mexico man with food, fully naked with food all over him. He got with sushi all over him. What the heck kind of movie is this, man?
Bobby A. Bear, September 12th, 1993, Atlanta Falcons versus the New Orleans Saints. He lost 34-31. He was 14 of 18, 243 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He was the first known quarterback to start and lose a game with a perfect rating.
You might as well call him Andy Hawkins. I don't know.
Mike Hawk.
I'm going to come up, listen, I'm going to come up with a rating this week, and we're going to talk about it next week on my show about the new quarterback rating that NFL going to use. I hope they go to 18 games, too. What do you think about 18-game schedule?
Terrible.
Why?
Terrible.
Why?
Too much. The guys will be dead.
No,
they're already dying of brain damage at 55. You don't need to be doing it.
When they went from 12 to 14 games, they cried about it. When they went to 14 to 16, they cried about it. It's the same goddamn thing. These guys got to stop being babies. But I'm going to tell you one thing, man. I'm pissed off at Peyton Manning, man. Again, first of all, he was scared against the Jets. Now he wants to be the highest paid player in the league. Now,
ridiculous. Like, he doesn't need money.
You cannot pay these guys this money. Because if you pay them this money, how are you going to pay for the people to block him? And I don't understand. I mean, it's just totally peanut bunch.
So, so what are you trying to tell me, that you hate Peyton Manning now? He's no longer your favorite quarterback? Say it, Ed. Say it. Say it. He's overrated. Say it.
No, I ain't going to say that. He's the smartest quarterback there's ever been.
Well, he's thrown the most perfect games. He's had 4 of them. Ben Roethlisberger has 3. Kurt Warner has 3.
Well,
Craig Morton, Dave Craig, Ken O'Brien, and Tom Brady have thrown 2 each.
I don't know. See, the Peyton Manning, he's just like, what the hell, man? Have you ever seen this movie, Bruno?
No, the Ed.
What the hell is going on here, man? Turn on HBO,
It's that
man.
same goofball that does Ali G and all that. That clown.
I don't know. I've never seen this guy before, but this dude is nuts. He had his wiener hanging out, flicking it around on people. Why would they show this on HBO?
I don't know.
Straight up fag. Look at this fag. Got on some gold pants with a goddamn see-through T-shirt. Man, I stopped wearing see-through T-shirts in '86. This fag got them on in 2013.
Hey, Ed, do you know what happened on December 31st, 2006? Your buddy Rex Grossman threw a quarterback rating of 0. That's right, 0 against the Green Bay Packers. He lost 26-7. He was 2 of 12 for 33 yards and 3 picks. He did not play the second half. That's how you get a 0 rating right there.
Shouldn't count. I don't know.
Here are some other quarterbacks that have had 0 ratings. Chris Redman, Joey Harrington, Eli Manning, he's had one, Jeff Garcia, Tim Hasselbeck, Randy Fasani, Anthony Wright, Scott Mitchell, Ryan Leaf, of course Ryan Leaf, Trent Dilfer.
So 3 Super Bowl quarterbacks you've named. 3 Super Bowl quarterbacks you've named. So that just shows
Warren
you
Moon.
ridiculous.
Warren Moon has thrown
famous.
2. He has 2 in his career.
Yeah.
He was 5 out of 23 for 68 yards and 4 picks against the Cleveland Browns in a 13-10 loss. Cliff Stout, Terry Bradshaw, Joe Namath.
This guy just showed his wiener right to all these people on this goddamn show, man. This is straight up Dan
Fouts. Dan Fouts has thrown a 0 game yet. Terry Bradshaw's thrown 2. Joe Namath has thrown 2. How about that, the
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Wait, Terry Bradshaw's thrown 3. Oh, my goodness.
Well, Terry Bradshaw was overrated, I told you.
Yeah. Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw don't know what he's talking about. He's like some kid from Louisiana.
That's right. So, next week you're going to have your own passer rating, and it is going to be great.
Yeah. I'm going to come up with a passer rating, and I'm going to rank the top quarterbacks of all time. And I'm going to tell you why, the reasoning behind my scientific, malicious findings.
Now, they're not going to lose points if they're a white kid, are they?
Well, possible.
Got to keep it fair, Ed. Keep it fair.
He's got to keep things fair, man. If things aren't created equal, that means they're fair.
Huh. Never thought of it like that.
Yeah. You know, and sometimes when people, you ever look in the mirror and think you're looking at somebody else?
Oh, yeah, when I used to get drunk all the time, yeah.
I'm like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, where's your hair?
Hey,
where's your
practice.
24-inch pythons you used to have?
You never had this. But do some mirror meditations, Ed. Stare into the mirror. Just focus on into your right eye and just meditate. And crazy stuff happens.
That's crazy, man. I ain't doing no scary stuff, man. Don't be having me do that voodoo, man. That's what that lady I was in love with last week. The lady I was in love with last week, she always was talking about do voodoo. She talking about,
well, it's not
voodoo, voodoo. I'm like, man, I ain't doing no voodoo.
Here's what you do there. You turn off all the lights in the house there, and you stare into a mirror in a dark room, and you put like a flame behind your right shoulder, so you don't see the flame in the mirror. And you meditate on your right eye, and all kinds of crazy stuff happens, buddy. Let me tell you. Your face changes. You see different things. Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to tell you you know what this girl asked me to do?
What's that?
She said, would I put her toes in my mouth?
Oh, my goodness.
What do you think about something like that? Would you do something like that?
I don't know. Did she just have a shower and a bath or something? Or her feet clean? Are they clean?
I'm hoping. I didn't get that far in the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Are they pretty feet? Are they good-looking feet?
Man, listen, I ain't seen them.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Yeah, I don't
you
know.
might do something like that?
Sure. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't know
Remember your
about
buddy Akizak? Wasn't he the foot guy? Didn't he like the feet?
that. Did he? I don't know.
I'm remembering that properly.
Man, I don't know, man. I
I
don't
never
know.
got the foot fetish thing. You know who would do that? The Ed Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan would do it.
He would probably do it, but I don't.
I never
I don't
understood
know.
that. Like, what's so great about feet? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then she says, would I do it to her in her behind?
Whoa. No, I know you would do that.
What do you mean? I would do that.
You know, seems like the kind of thing you would do to a dude or a lady.
Oh, no. See, you got that wrong, man. I would never do no dude like that. I've only done like 70 women like that.
Oh, so how would you do it, dude? If you wouldn't do it like that.
Hey, man, I ain't talking no story. Why you talking fag junk, man? I ain't no fag. Now, Sock North,
All right, yeah.
that's a different goddamn story. Sock North, yeah, he'll probably do that. Not me. I ain't doing it. Wally Zerbiak might do that, but not me.
I don't know. Usually the people that are the most homophobic or the most hateful towards homosexuals tend to be closet homosexuals themselves.
Well, listen, I'm not in no closet. I'm standing right in my room.
Oh, okay.
I ain't no fag, and I don't like fag.
Huh, interesting. Usually that anger is like, directed at others because you're so conflicted internally about your own sexual preferences. Then you direct the anger at homosexuals.
I'd rather do it to a girl in her ear. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. you want to do that, dude.
Yeah, I want me to hear all about it.
Very good, Ed. All right, well, we only have about 2 minutes left in the big show, Ed. It flew right by.
Listen, I got to say, I got to put this out here to all those people from Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Just to the girls only. Send me pictures of you in bathing suits. I want to see who the hottest girl at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville is. She'll get a prize.
And hey, how about those other colleges out there? Let's go support the Ed. You know, get little Ed
look for the hottest college girl. Hottest college girl to listen to the Ed Show.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what we'll do. So that's what happens. I don't want no one crying about it. Nobody doing nothing bad about it.
Well, hey, Ed, before we sign off, we got to give best well wishes to your buddy Franklin, friend of the show, Franklin. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, I hope he is. Did he call in tonight? He was talking about maybe calling in if he wasn't dead. So.
And we also have to get well wishes to our buddy Larry. Larry's under the weather this week.
What happened to him?
He's got the flu.
I don't know, man. The guy's got a lot of flu symptoms lately, man. He needs to go get a test.
I think he's got that spine
going around. HIV's been going around all year, man.
Yeah. So get well soon, Larry.
They've been talking about you can get AIDS drinking out of a water fountain now, I heard.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Yep.
That's not true, but that's not good either.
No, it's true, man. Then also, listen.
What are you doing to that water fountain exactly?
I don't know. But they said you can even get it from a doorstop.
Oh, no, a doorstop.
You can catch, yeah.
Don't have sex with doorstops. All right, Dave.
Listen.
Uh-huh.
To kind of go like this.
Those are the best kind. I love those doorstops. Yeah, those are great.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful what you're doing.
Hey, Ed, we got about 20 seconds left. Anything you want to tell the kids?
No, I love everybody in the world because I'm the greatest. You guys are the best people, and don't let them talk bad about you. Now it's time to say goodbye to Ed and all his friends. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in.
You're all invited back next week to listen to my show. So get yourself a couple paychecks and go and buy a hoe. Y'all come back now. Yeah. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, get your hands out my cookie jar. Ain't play golf and guitar, too tall to ride in a car. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.